Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm not buying Solana. That's what people are saying right now. And I'm going to take a look at a few facts and a tweet that came out a few days ago and literally break down the data behind that tweet and let you know why I'm doing the complete opposite and buying Solana right now. So, yeah, with all the FTX FUD, Solana price tanking, and all the rest of it that came with it. Solana is currently trading at $13.39 and it's down 6.7% in the last 24 hours. And if we take a look at the all-time high, 260, currently 95% off that value. Take a look at the last 90 days on CoinGecko. So you can see it literally just fell off a cliff during that whole kind of FTX situation that went on. And currently, yeah, it's trading very low versus what it was. So it's kind of holding up well at around $45, and literally since FTX FUD, it's been mega low. But anyways, the reason why I'm buying Solana, genuinely, I believe in the project, and I think it's a great project. It does what it needs to do in terms of the tech, and I'm mega bullish on Sol for the long term. But that goes against you can't really be 100% bullish on anything, I guess. I mean, anything can happen at any situation. So, I'm one of those guys. I'm doing the complete opposite. When people are not buying Sol, I'm buying Sol. And that's purely because I believe in the project. Nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. But yeah, purely I believe in the project. I know the team is strong. I know the tech is amazing. I know there's a bit of that, that whole FTX holding onto a lot of Sol. But yeah, like I said, there was a tweet that came out. It was amazing, backed by data, backed by facts. And let's take a look at it. And obviously, you guys can make your own opinion from that point onwards. So this tweet came out a few days ago by Bill King. And guys, you should definitely take a look at it. It's literally based off hardcore facts. So he's dropped here, decided to drop 15 cold hard facts about Sol you should know. So let's take a look at the first one. So daily transactions. So more transactions happen every day on Solana than any other layer 1 period is what he's saying. So let's take a look at the chart here. And you can see literally Solana, the transactions that Solana is delivering, daily transactions, 19.9 million versus all these other layer 1s. And it's massively ahead of the game. So, that's bullish from my point of view. So that is mega bullish. And I like that, it's backed by data and so on as well. So there's no real, you can't really go against it. The next fact that he's dropped here, Solana comes in third place. This is an interesting trend to watch. NFT trading behavior. So daily active addresses versus top chains. So this is obviously the active addresses on Solana. Obviously comes in third behind Ethereum and Polygon. But, beats the other competitors like Near, Avalanche, Aptos. So it's still pretty much up there, 341k daily trading, daily active addresses. So it's not really far behind Polygon at the moment. And again, being in the top 3 when you got all these other great layer 1s as well, Avalanche, Near, they are definitely doing something right. So if we take a look at the next section, current price since April, Solana price has dropped quite a bit, but overall it's holding value quite well versus the other layer 1s. So it has kind of held value at that, at that kind of $13-14. I mean, initially when this whole FUD started, there was news about Solana dropping down to like $4 or so. But, at these levels, I'm guessing a lot of big boy investors are actually buying, so which is kind of holding the value up there. Transactions recovering, so TPS on fire, so transactions per second, due to network upgrades, revenue fees recovering. So if we take a look at this table that he's put here, average daily non-vote transactions, average TPS, you can see pretty much recovering on Solana in the last 12 months. Q4 obviously was kind of like the back end of the bull run, kind of settling down there, and then obviously it started to turn kind of bearish from that point onwards. But yeah, in terms of the Q3 transactions per second, 3,244, which is actually higher than what they were in Q4 2021. And revenue Obviously, revenue has dropped, but still coming in strong, pretty much in line with Q2. NFTs sold. NFTs are absolutely blowing up on Solana. So yeah, major development from that point onwards. And dApps, so decentralized apps, 1,100. It's constantly building. So that, again, you got to be bullish on that stats, on those stats anyways. So if I take that off, total value locked, TVL, let's take a look at that. So TVL at the moment is 283 mil. So it's quite massively behind a lot of the other big boys here. 23 bill, obviously Ethereum, 1.1 bill Polygon. So 283. But then again, from the whole DeFi aspect, people have probably shifted over to some of these other chains from a DeFi perspective. And that probably would have been based off the whole FTX FUD. But generally still, better than the likes of Near, better than Aptos. Still, pretty much, what's that? So like roughly 4 times the, actually 3 times, 3.5 roughly the times of Near. So yeah, it's still great numbers, to be honest, especially with all the FUD that's been going on. So if we take that off, and then also, so one of the most common misconceptions I hear, so Solana is the second most decentralized proof of stake chain behind Ethereum. So again, from a proof of stake perspective and from a decentralization perspective, Solana, you can see here, is pretty much the second layer 1 versus all these other layer 1s that we have there, which is another bullish aspect, because obviously the whole decentralization for a layer 1 is vital within the whole crypto space. So Absolute on fire, second most devs behind ETH and growing. So again, development is literally growing on Solana. August 2021, 2,400. So Solana developer count trend, and you can see November 2022 massively up, so up 761%. Number of developers in layer 1 blockchains, Ethereum, Solana is pretty much second at 20,000, and then you got the other, the other layer 1s off the back end of that. So yeah, again, bullish stats there. I mean, the whole thing is just, this guy backs it up. He literally backs it up with data and stats, and you can't really argue with it. In terms of commits on GitHub, so this is the number of generally the number of commits means that there's development on the blockchain. So 3,750 commits, 100 plus contributors, and yeah, you can see that's ranked third from a blockchain perspective. And he's just saying, to put it into context, so they had roughly 3,000 commits, whereas Ethereum's only got 682 commits. So to put it into context, there's a lot more, I guess, updating on GitHub, updating on the open source developer activity for GitHub. So yeah, you can see it's literally being worked on. So there's a lot of developers that are working on Solana behind the scenes pretty much. And again, you got to be bullish with that. So here, this poll indicates the devs are not scared off despite the overwhelming FUD circulating. So devs are pretty much here to stay. So if I just load that up, so you can see here people switching chains. They got the percentages there, but most of the percentages from this 107 responses, the developers on Solana are saying, I'm not fucking leaving. So yeah, 50% there, 54 developers. Again, got to be bullish on that. So sticking with Solana, but poking around. So devs are curious bunch. So basically, he's just saying, are the devs moving around and so on. So you can see here 107 responses. Some of them are poking around there, but the ones that are purely committed to Solana, 71, 66.4% of that of those 107 responses. So again, developers are constantly building on Sol. And again here, Solana devs are not only joking at an epic pace, they're recruiting other devs as well. So this is just, I guess, recruitment of new devs coming to Solana. You can see here, developer Solana NPS on a scale from 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend developers build apps on Solana? So you can see 32 guys are pretty much at that 10 level, encouraging other developers to build on Solana. So that's 30% there. Even at 8, I mean, you got to be realistic. From about 7 onwards, that's quite favorable for Sol anyways. So Solana consumers, not only do devs love building on Solana, but so do consumers who actually use the product within the Solana ecosystem. So devs plus consumers equals network effect. And again, consumer Solana NPS on a scale from 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend Solana apps to your friends? Again, 10 is got the majority vote there as well. So I mean, this questionnaire is just amazing. I mean, we've taken a look at some of these stats here, fully backed by data, and there's there's no way that you can be bearish on Solana in the long term with all this development going on, even with the FTX FUD. I mean, if they, I fully believe that they will come out of this a lot stronger, and yeah, purely my opinion. Like I said, nothing that I say in this video is financial advice, but yeah, they'll purely come out stronger from my opinion. And you can see the developer activity, the way the blockchain is used, and the growth that is seen over the course of a year is literally amazing. So NFT scales continue to grow, even though it's a bear market. And you can see here NFT buyers at Ethereum and at Solana. So Solana continues to grow there. So sales 2.3 mil, and buyers 6,000 buyers. So literally the statistics are amazing. They're crazy, to be fair. I mean, literally out of these other NFT providers, Immutable X is there, and they're purely based on NFTs. And the likes of Solana is literally tearing them apart. So yeah, it's amazing from a statistics point of view. And like I said, that makes me mega bullish on Solana. And also, just don't forget, guys, nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. I know I've got to reiterate that, but from my perspective, I am literally DCAing into Solana, loading up on Solana, and bullish for the longer term. Hopefully nothing else really pops up and starts to disrupt the whole Solana ecosystem. But I really feel like the worst is out there now, with this whole FTX thing kind of out of the way, but still looming in the background. But yeah, like I said, great tweet, literally backed by statistics, backed by data, and from my perspective, mega bullish on Sol. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, and definitely, guys, take a look at this tweet. Bill King, have a look at him on Twitter. Check this tweet out. Bullish from me. Hit me up on the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.